Hey, it's Bernie with Raw Customs Mobile Install. Thanks for tuning into my video. Today I received the US cutter package. It's the Titan 1 for doing decals, stickers. You can also do the heat press on vinyl for t-shirts, but I'm not doing that. Let's open them up and see what we got. Got some clear transfer tape. All right, and this should be the vinyl. All right, there's supposed to be 5 colors here, so let's see what we got. Got black, yellow, red, blue, and green. So I'll unroll all this and put them on its own roll. That way it's easier for me to use later. So we put that aside for now. Just you have to move. This is heavy. They said it weighs like 60 pounds. So. Got a light duty knife. It's for the weeding, taking apart the vinyl after it gets cut. This is the software for the cutter, squeegee. These are magnets for cars, or whatever you want to use it for. I'm going to put them on my wife's car for my business, since my truck is already fully decaled. So I'll use those for hers. Got 2 of those. Put those aside. This looks like the head, so the rest of it that's in there is going to be the frame. This is probably all the hardware. Yep, so we got the power plug, that was a fuse, some blades, a couple of heads there, and a USB for the computer. Or you can use the, I'm not going to be honest with you, I don't even know what that's called. But it's what I'm using to plug my monitors in. So I won't be using that, I'm using the USB. So we'll put that aside for now. This is the 28-inch cutter. But the reason why I went with this one, there was one that was cheaper. I went with this one because later when I want to upgrade to contour cutting, I can contour cut, which basically is, instead of just cutting out letters and objects and symbols, you can actually cut out actual stickers, so I can print a sticker and then cut around it instead of just having a decal. Put this aside. This is going to be the stand. Alright, so the instructions to put it together must be online, so I'm going to have to look those up. And then I'll assemble it. We'll get the head mounted on it and get everything wired up, and then we'll cut some decals. Alright, I got everything together. Now I'm going to tighten everything up. They supplied the tools. Just going to tighten everything up. Make sure it doesn't come apart. Alright, the cutter is mounted on the stand. I have it plugged in power wise, and I ran with the USB instead of the serial plug to the side of my laptop. Now what we got to do is we're going to cut that zip tie and install our blades. Alright, we're going to power it on for the first time. I can move that so I can insert my cutter. They give you 3 different blades, a 30 degree, 45 degree, and 60 degree. Here's that most of the cuts are done with a 45 degree, so that's what I'm going to put in right now. You get 3. I'm using the red one. On their installation guide that you download, it shows grids for what colors to use, and we're going with the red because it works for most vinyl. It's not for anything thick, it's just for normal vinyl. And as tiny as it is, there's the blade. 45 degree angle. Insert it. Alright, now I'm going to find the right setting for the blade depth. It says adjust it to about 1/64 of the tip coming out. So I think I have it to where it needs to be. Now I'm going to install it, and then we'll test it on some couple cuts. Sure that's tight. These are the rollers. There's 3 of them. There's 1, 2, that's the cutter, and then the 3rd roller. Those need to be positioned so that they're properly aligned with the bottom roller. So I had to fine tune those, make sure those are all lined up. And you see you can get some different spots, so you can use smaller or bigger pieces of vinyl. And that just holds the vinyl straight so that it comes through the plotter. Now I'm going to try to run the paper through and make sure it runs straight. I'm going to load some vinyl. And line it up on the one on the back. And one on the front. And then lock it down. Now I'm just going to run a test mode to see if, make sure it's running straight and not going crooked. Now I'm going to run the paper through just to make sure it's cutting straight. Going at a slight angle. Okay, so I made a few different changes again. Remember the rollers, there's 3 of them. I had the first 2 on this one and this one, and it was tracking left when it was coming through. So I moved it all the way to the center and left the end one on the end, and now it's tracking really good. it doesn't even leave that mark. It stays perfectly straight. And the only reason I'm showing you guys this is because I've seen videos on YouTube where some people haven't been able to get their vinyl to track straight, which can cause your decals to mess up in your cutter, and it's just going to turn out terrible. So if anybody's watching this that has had that problem, just try moving your rollers. Put them in different positions and test it again. And I've seen to have gotten mine to track very straight. I'm very happy with that. So now we're going to move on with a test. See how this works. Okay, for the first test run, we're just going to do the test. What it's going to do is it's going to cut a triangle and a square. Now I'm going to pull the paper forward and use my X-Acto knife to weed it out and see how my depth for cutting is. Alright, so use my X-Acto knife to get the triangle out. It looks like it cut pretty well. You can see the triangle through the back, and there's no cut marks through the actual paper, so I think my depth is pretty good. Let me try another one. Alright, so I went from the Corel Paint Shop Pro 2018, creating my logo, transferred it into the Vinyl Master cutting program, sent it to the cutter, plotter, over to the table, my transfer paper, cut everything out, to my logo. And this is a rough cut first attempt. I'm happy with it because the cutter is doing the correct depth and everything came out perfect. So now all I got to do is just finalize my actual logo and get it nice and crisp. Alright, thanks for checking out that video. Just wanted to show you guys from opening to actually getting it to work. I used very little scrap when it came to calibrating the machine, so you want to follow the instructions carefully on the website or you're going to end up with a lot of scrap. This is the amount of scrap that I used, and that included this empty spot where I actually made my first logo, which I showed you guys already. So thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for some more videos, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. And you guys saw my son in the part where I was assembling the stand for the plotter. You can check out his site. It's all Snap Gaming on YouTube. He does PlayStation 4 with Fortnite and Destiny and all that stuff. Want me to give him a shout out, so that's what I'm doing. So check him out at All Snap Gaming. Don't forget to subscribe and like his channel. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you later.